Okay, I'm gonna face it facing you guys because they want to see you. Well,
Oh.
it doesn't really matter.
Well, Guna knows me, so. it's
Guna
cool.
knows you? Okay. Well, okay, we're not gonna get both of you in. We'll get Iad in. Alright, that'll work. Okay. I'll move it depending on who's talking. Okay, so first one is like in Egypt specifically, what is family life generally like? That's a word.
If I can say, it's like more connected.
More connected.
They're all having a real family relationship. Nobody leaves home before he gets married. Like, if it's me, it's odd to travel and study abroad.
Okay.
Because usually I stay in home till I get married. Like when I'm 24, 25, 26, I stay in my home. So,
And even after marriage, it's still
Yeah.
one family. You drop your kids to their grandparents,
every weekend you have
Yeah.
to meet them.
so it's more like a big family. Like like how Canada families like kind of parents and kids only.
Yeah.
Well, like
Yeah,
in
we
Egypt,
extend like
yeah.
to third and fourth generations together,
Yeah.
if alive, and like almost as we said, cousins still a part of this family, not just for people like brother, sister, or mother and dad. That's all. No, just
Yeah.
the whole family is.
So like, well, I'm just saying, like my parents, like my grandparents live here, and my parents, when they got married, they moved like to Western United States. Like, would people move across the country in Egypt or no?
Not really,
Sometimes, but
but
not.
yeah,
Yeah.
not really. Like yeah,
It's odd.
yeah.
Still odd.
Usually,
Yeah.
like especially girls, when they get married, they want to just stay next to their parents.
Oh, okay.
So
It's a culture. Yeah.
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 Like you try to find a chance to stay wherever you are, just to stay near to your parents and
That's cool. So the notion of family is like super important.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome. What are the main religions?
the main religions.
Will be
The
Islam
majority is Islam,
Islam.
and
and
there is
15%
yeah
Christians.
around 15 to 20% of Christians as
Okay.
well.
Is like religion really prominent in society, or
Yeah,
So
it is.
much.
Yeah,
yeah? Would you say it's like more prominent than it is here, or
yeah, way more.
Yeah, like religion is taking over in every concept we have. Like even in work, you always have parts of religion or parts of whatever you read in your religion, which
Okay.
is in the rules. You know.
okay? So what about in government? Is it like present in government? I guess in Egypt it's government right now, but.
Things are
I
set
don't
up
even
now.
know what
It's good.
government in Egypt is right now.
Okay, yeah, we had like some messed up things for the past couple of years.
Yeah.
But things are like people are alive. They go work. Everything is quiet. I don't know. There's no problem.
The way we see it, we definitely think that Egypt has like shut down, like, but no.
No,
No,
never
yeah.
happened. Even the first revolution, we didn't shut down.
Everything was working.
Yeah. Okay,
That's
that
weird.
makes more sense.
Yeah.
So what
Yeah.
about like is religion present in businesses?
What do you mean in businesses?
Like I don't know, uh, like I guess like you said like when you go to work and that type of thing, is there religion there?
Okay, we have some conflicts between religion and maybe bank interest
Yeah.
because our religion doesn't like or it's unlikely to get interest rates or whatever on your invested money.
Okay.
But it happens like
So there is Islamic banks, if that's what
Yeah.
you say. So there is normal
Oh,
banks
okay.
and there is Islamic banks.
So
Yeah.
what's the difference between like an Islamic bank and a
You don't get interest when you put your money in saving, which
Why?
some people do.
Yeah, but why? Like why?
because it's considered it's not your money.
Oh,
I gave you
okay.
$10, you gave me back $10. Not give
Okay.
you $10 and you give me 12. Right?
Okay, yeah.
That's like being fair.
So actually, yeah, there is interest if they win. Like they work your money, right?
Yeah.
So if they
Yeah.
win, they'll give you interest. If the bank loses, they're not gonna give you like interest on that.
Yeah, okay. Makes sense. All right. So, is there like a big like divide between rich people and poor people?
Huge difference.
Huge.
You can see it
Yeah.
from how you dress, how
You can differentiate
Yeah.
it by your eyes. Like, that's
Yeah.
poor, that's rich, that's poor, that's rich.
Okay, so it's like, so I'm just gonna like, cause I need to bring it back to like Canada, U.S. because I have
Yeah.
never been to Africa. Hey Kevin. So Iad brought another Egyptian friend.
Oh, cool. Hi, I'm Kevin.
This is Kevin. Kevin's also helping with the
Nice to meet you.
project. We just figured we'd start it off.
Sure.
So we're talking about the difference
Waiting.
between rich and poor. um, so you're saying like the difference is super noticeable?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
And-
nowadays there is like a layer in the middle, which is I guess from the lower community, but it pretend to be a high community people.
So like a middle class, or
They are between the middle class and the lower class, but they pretend to be a higher class.
pretend to be
So
a
it's
higher
like it's complicated.
Yeah, no.
They can dress the same way you dress, but not the original brands.
Okay.
So they look like you, but they're not from the high community.
Okay.
If you're looking for classes, like in Egypt, will be like light, like a small group of people that's super rich, and then like a small portion of middle class and poor, like a huge. The rest are basically poor.
Yeah.
It's like the
okay.
hierarchy level. So
Okay. Yeah. Kind of makes sense. So what about national pride? Like,
whatever national
do they
pride.
display national pride? Like, if you ever know, like, I guess you guys haven't been here for Canada Day, but like people that wear like shirts with Canada on them or
We
maple
have a lot
leaves.
of these days.
Yeah.
6th of October, 23rd of July, 30th
Yeah.
of June, 25th of January.
Are these all Egyptian holidays?
Yeah.
What are you
Like
celebrating?
revolutions through the history
Okay.
and
Victory in wars.
victory in wars.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like, what do you guys do to celebrate those?
Okay, we have like different celebration ways. Because like this 6th of October, it was like the day we had our land back, 1973. So like the army did a show, and it was like hosted live on TV. But the previous year wasn't the same, so it just changes according to the situation.
Okay. Um, do you understand what this question is asking?
Okay. Yeah, I guess. There's like kind of a lot of like one thing that people talk about in like cultural studies is like individualism and then collectivism. So individualism would be like people who like in your family kind of one example of it would be you would like cherish having like being able to sort of do whatever you'd like kind of thing, and then the collective group it's
You mean-
more about
You mean the freedom of your choice, or
no more like sorry
So individualism like mean you're looking only for your self-interest, not the self-interest of the
Yeah.
group. But
Yeah.
while you're in a group, you look for the self-interest of the whole group. Is what you
Yeah.
mean?
like
Okay.
are people thinking more about kind of how they
Like all
affect
of Egypt
everyone
does?
or yeah,
Yeah.
Well, actually, I was just studying that with Guna this morning. So.
Okay.
Oh, really? Okay. There you
Good,
go.
good.
Thank you.
Yeah, I had a tough time explaining it.
Yeah. That was like in my mind I know it, but like I was like I don't know how to talk about
Yeah.
it.
I guess mostly we look to the group.
In most part, like you just don't care of yourself. You like take care of you and your family.
But it doesn't mean you doesn't look for yourself.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Yeah.
you do.
Because like with modern life,
Yeah.
like you look for yourself, but at the same time, you look for
Doesn't
your
affect
family.
anyone bad.
Yeah.
That's all.
I would
Yeah.
try not to affect anyone
Yeah.
badly.
Yeah.
Because in Canadian
Yeah, you just
society,
just in your own.
it's
Yeah,
we're really
very
individual. Like
Exactly.
we would,
I face that a lot here.
yeah, yeah.
All right. So, how equal are women to men in family?
It depends on the type of the family.
Yeah.
Depend on classes.
Yeah.
Depend on classes. Like if when you go to a rural area, like yeah, I would say women are less equal to men.
Okay.
But if you go more to like city and like middle and high classes, like women are just
It's the same.
Like my mom works, my dad works, and they're in the same positions. But each one is in his own company. Like we have nothing in difference. In my class, like in the place where I live, everyone is like there's no sexist, you know.
There's
Like
no what?
sexism.
Oh,
like,
okay. Sorry.
So it's like female is equal to male. Yes, sometimes.
you can yeah.
Yeah, just
In the
in
rural
small
areas,
things.
yeah.
Which
Wouldn't
is
say it's same in
somehow
I would
Canada.
say it's
personal.
almost the same here. Like,
Okay.
the more rural you get, the more like you are to experience sexism.
But I think in Egypt, like you'll see it more than here.
Yeah.
Like in Egypt, rural area, women can be seen as really treated bad. But when you go to like kind of higher classes or like city, you just
Yeah, educated,
Yeah.
educated families. That's all.
Oh, okay.
It's all about education. If you receive a good education, you'll find like everyone will be equal, whatever his sex is, his age, his religion, whatever. But sometimes in rural areas, there will be so much difference between each one.
Because the women don't get to go to school as often.
Yeah, sometimes.
and my family might prevent, but it doesn't happen a lot. But they might prevent the girl from going
it might
out,
happen.
going anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So what about in like your guys' religion? Are like women and men? Like what's the? I guess like are they considered equal or they have different? Even like maybe not like equal. I feel like equal is a bad word to use there. Like do they play different roles in religion? No.
Well, that can be a big debate because the West will see it as like women are not equally to men, like in Islam. But we see like lots
But
of
in
yeah.
fact, you see it from another point of view than we see it.
Yeah.
So
So,
For
how
us,
do you
it's
guys see it?
equality.
Yeah, equal.
Not really, but
It kind of acknowledge the difference.
Yeah, like everyone has a role. For example, like the guy would have to put the food on the table, but he will have to satisfy all like the woman's want. Like if she want to get something, like if she don't work, then if she want to buy a car, like he's obliged to get her the car. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's, but at the same time, he should not like make her do something against her will. So if she wanna work, he should let her work. That's how I see it. I don't know.
Yeah.
So
like
it's
we have
yeah.
religious, not rules, but it's something you learn.
Guidance.
Yeah, that you protect your woman, but you don't like insult her or anything. You just protect her in certain ways, but you give her the freedom to choose.
Yeah.
But you can prevent her if you know and you're sure that this choice or whatever decision she took is not going to be good, it's against religion, against anything, you can prevent it.
Okay.
So yeah, if you go to the basic of the religion, it will be equal. But if you see the practice of the people practicing wrongly. So that,
That's the conflict here.
yeah.
Okay. Awesome. So what about like in
That's a deep question, man.
Yeah.
No, well, like I honestly have no idea, so I just like asked.
Trying to get down to the.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Well,
see
that's
what's
why we have
under
to
the
do like
surface.
the interview, right? Because like if we just like look stuff up, like God knows what we'd get, you know. Probably a bunch of falsities. So how about like men and women in politics and business?
That's hard, man.
Well, in politics, I don't think they have this much existence so far. I don't know. Did you see any woman running for anything? Like minister, we have only 2 or 3 minister which women, right?
No,
Or?
in the new government there is 5, which is like a new thing. So, but it's not like we prevent them, but they are not there
Well, I
for
mean,
it.
the U.S. has never had a female president either. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's not like about preventing, but they don't share much in it.
yeah, that's true. And so what about in like businesses? Well, you just said like your parents have the same
Yeah.
position in
Yeah.
different businesses.
Yeah, in business, I think it's yeah.
It's equal.
Yeah,
Like,
it's equal.
if you have skills, you go. It's not about you're a male or female.
Okay. All right. So, what emphasis is placed on leadership in your culture?
Well, Egypt has been ruled by 2 kind of leadership. Like, what do you mean leadership? Like, the country president or like
Or-
Yeah.
parent?
Well, let's start there, and then we'll see. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, Egypt has only been ruled by twice, whether military or religious group, which we just kicked them out. So.
Okay, both of them are not the perfect, but we had to choose the best of the worst.
yeah.
That's all. But I guess like the military will be better for now because we have a lack of security for the past couple of years due to the religious group who ruled us. Because they, I don't know, they say they are religious, but they don't practice religion in any sort of way.
Okay. So this is probably a better one. How are leaders selected, either like in business or in politics? Like, what makes someone a good leader?
Depends on the culture you're doing. Like,
Well, in
if it's
Egypt.
yeah. No, I mean like if
Oh.
it's a business,
Okay.
it's different than the leadership of the president of the country.
Okay.
Because here you have different targets to achieve than whole country you want.
Yeah. So what
Like
about,
maybe you need for the country, you need someone who can control the security. But you don't need security in your business
yeah.
as much as like investments. So that's all.
Well,
Like you
yeah.
just yeah.
Yeah, I think your question like might be asking like how they came in power or what's the thing? Like whether
Like,
it's actually
maybe-
like from a relation or actually based on quality, if this is the
Yeah.
question.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would see like if in Egypt it can work as like if he's my friend, I might just give him the position. If I know his dad, he will get the position. It's more like not if you're good, you will
Yeah.
get it. So yeah, that's in
Sometimes
business.
relationships or friendships can affect the position.
And what kind of what types of what kind of
Election.
values do people expect leaders to have? Like if someone's in a position of power, are they expected to
But expectation never misreact.
yeah to kind of work with the people on the lower levels, or is it like they do their job and command and not ask
Okay,
questions?
to be honest, everyone looks for himself first.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to get a president who will affect me just to benefit the poor people. You need someone who can make you good and make them that like the lower people or lower level to be good, but without making you better off. You know, like okay, you can benefit them, you can help them, you can do whatever you want. I agree with you and I will support you, but don't like affect me. That's all.
That makes sense. Okay. Um. So, all this stuff about leaders and they're like undergoing this like switch in leadership completely.
Yeah.
So we'll start with like the religious group that you guys just kicked out.
Muslim Brotherhood.
The what?
Muslim
Muslim
Brotherhood.
The Muslim Brotherhood. Okay. Were they accountable to the general public? Like things that they did and like money they spent? Did they let other people know, or was it secret?
Well, they were just lying about everything.
Oh, okay.
Like, they would say they did achievement and they didn't do nothing. They were just trying to be in power just because they were in prison their whole life and they now came in power, they just want to stay.
Yeah.
And they were just saying because we are good Muslims and that's should be enough. I pray all my prayers, so that's
pray, have
yeah.
a beard, whatever.
Yeah, one
I'm
of
Muslim, I would
he
say
actually
president.
made a book, and his one of his like achievement as a president, first president with a beard. So what kind of achievement is that?
Good job, Kevin.
Like, I'm not. Yeah, so stuff
Yeah,
like
seriously,
that.
that's a real book.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Seriously, he did. It was like the first 100 days because he had a plan in his elections that he will achieve like certain goals in 100 days. After the first 100 days, he didn't achieve anything. So he did this book. One of the achievements, like he's the first president to pray
in mosque, for example.
every weekend in a mosque. Like we have a Friday prayer. So one of the
Never missed
achievements,
Yeah, I was like, what?
he's the first president to pray each Friday in different mosques, which was something like it's annoying for us because he like goes to place, security will take over, it will not be like you can pass easily.
And it's not an achievement. Like, good
Yeah,
for you. You
like,
do whatever
okay,
you
you
want.
do
But
There's
it's
nothing to do with
But yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And the other achievement was like he has a good beard. He's like the first president to be a beard, to have a beard. Yeah, and one another that he was like in jail for most of his life, so that's an achievement. Don't ask me how. Like he,
You got
he
a whole
said
lot
like,
done.
he was like fighting for freedom, so he was like in the jail for this reason, while it was wrong, but he did it as achievement for him.
Okay. All right. So what about like the new? I guess it's the military that's in charge right now, right?
Not really the military, but it's some sort of a mix between military and little people. But yeah, in like the majority will be for the military now.
Okay. So are they accountable? Like, do they tell people what they're doing and they like tell the truth? And
Till now, we have to believe them. We didn't see anything yet
Yeah.
bad from them, but you don't know. You never know what.
well, the first thing they said we're not going for a power. We're not gonna have an elected president. It's like the Sisi, who is like the head of the army now. He
That's
said like
another-
I'm not going for a president position. So we'll see. And I
But in another way, there are people who are telling him, "No, please go for it. We want you." So here is a conflict. Some people want him to be in power. He said he doesn't want, and other people doesn't want the military to stay a lot in the power. So there is here will be a big conflict. We don't know yet what will happen. Depends on his decision.
But yeah, but if you see the army in the like 6 years before the first revolution, you see that the army wasn't accountable. So
But we
if this
can't know if they are the best or the worst because we didn't try
well, yeah,
anyone
but
except
but
them.
they weren't.
So we can't judge them till now. Because when we had like the religious group, this crew the country. So you have like someone who ruled the country for 60 years, who made it like not the best. It was getting worse every time. But when you tried another one, he made it even worse. So you can judge. You don't know who's the best for it till now.
Gotta try some out.
So we have to trust them because we tried another direction of people who ruled us, and they screwed it up. We didn't try like a full.
Well, we did try the army for
We
6
tried the army.
years.
Wasn't a good experience, but wasn't as bad as the religious group.
Yeah.
I guess the first, like we have to try someone who's like from the people.
Normal.
Seriously,
Yeah.
but this will never happen.
Go home and run for president.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, if you were like, I don't know how to like really ask this question. Leadership etiquette and manners. So,
Not in like a, just kind of in a kind of just a cultural sense. How do people, if a guest were to come, how would you greet them, or would you show up with, would you bring a gift?
Guests?
Would you, like
Well-
with hosting people, how does
yeah.
that work?
Okay, I will tell you different situations. Like, I was sick once in Egypt. I called a friend of mine. I'm sick. While my parents are here, but I didn't want to tell them to take me over to a hospital. So, okay, I will be there. He came to my house. He lived like an hour away from me. He came to me. He stayed with me. Like, here, when I was so sick, I asked someone to drive me in. He told me, oh, no, sorry, I can't. So that's a big difference in treatment with people. Sometimes people get into fights. Who will pay the check? Like seriously, if me and Yassine, me and my girlfriend, me and his girlfriend going out, me and him will fight. Who will pay the check? That's what happens in
Yeah.
Egypt. Seriously.
You have to be super hospitable and
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
nice.
Okay.
And if you like have someone in your house, you will give them everything in your house. All the things you have, all the food you have, everything will be possible for them.
Okay.
You want them to be like, you show off how generous you are.
Okay,
It's
so-
not showing off, but it's like, it's the culture.
Yeah, you have to do it. If you didn't do it, I don't know, you're rude.
So what
Yeah.
about like if I came to your house? Like in Canada, if my parents get invited over to like another people's house for dinner, my mom always brings something, like whether it be like a bottle of wine or a dessert or something like that. Like is that okay? Like if the guests bring something, or is that
in
like
despite that alcohol is not likely to be in Egypt, so we have like different things.
yeah?
Not wine. We
No.
might get like Eastern desserts.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that would like be okay for someone to bring something.
Yeah,
as
yeah,
well?
it will be good.
Okay,
It will be
awesome.
nice. Actually, if you're going to someone's place, it's normal to take something with you. Like,
Yeah. Okay.
type of
Cake or
cake,
whatever,
yeah,
yeah.
whatever.
Okay. And then you give them everything else.
Yeah.
Exactly. One of them is the thing they broke.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can.
One of them, like, if I get a cake, I came to your place, I get a cake. It's you have to put it on with everything else.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
And when someone's staying with you, is it more of it's like help yourself, go, you can have anything, or
Yeah.
is it I'll cook for you?
It's not like that. Okay, it depends. If it's
Okay.
like, if it's two friends, me and someone from my swimming team, we sleep over together or whatever. We're in a relationship. I mean like.
Yeah. A
Okay.
friendship.
Oh no, I thought being a man. Okay?
Yeah.
Like, if she is my girlfriend or there's something between us, okay, I would like to help her to show her how gentle I am. But if it's like guys sleeping over together in a camp or whatever, and then we decided to go to someone's house to stay for the rest of the weekend, he will let us use everything possible in his house.
Okay.
Go open the fridge, take whatever you want, cook, play, watch TV, sleep. So it's like you feel your home.
Yeah.
does that answer your
I feel like
question?
that's probably similar to Canada too, though. Yeah. Like, okay. So, what about like leadership etiquette for like business? For example, if you were going to like a business meeting or an interview, like what would you wear?
Depends. If it's like you're meeting your senior team or like the general manager, you have to wear a suit to be formal. But if it's like a dinner outing, you can sort of be wearing a smart casual.
Yeah.
So I think
It
it's more
depends.
like Canada. Like I didn't feel
Yeah.
any difference between.
It's like
Yeah.
in anywhere. It's
Yeah,
the
I
same.
guess being formal or semi-formal depend on the situation.
Okay. So business cards. You guys use business cards? You know what I mean, like they have like people's names on them, their phone number. Yeah. Okay. Business gift. Do we give business gifts? Like if you
Pens or
Sometimes. Not as much as
yeah. No. So if you do business with someone, do you like give them a gift or? I guess no.
it depends on like it's two companies gifting each other. Like,
Okay.
do you mean this, or you mean like just for
Personal gift.
advertisement, or
Yeah.
Or you mean like a corruption gift, like a bribe gift?
Yeah, I guess.
That
Either one,
happened
like-
in Egypt for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll give you this if you sign this contract.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes there is a third factor who should take some.
You will
of
get the
this
gift.
Okay. All right. So if there's like two businesses that are like negotiating a deal, let's say, like what would be like you already said like bribery is like it happens, but like what are
It's
other?
not a must, but it happens.
Okay, so like what would be like the negotiation norms? I guess I'm trying to figure out like where to word that. Like, yeah, if two businesses were like trying to figure out like a deal, like how would they go about doing that?
I don't know. It just
I've never been in this situation.
Yeah.
yeah. But I wouldn't see how it's gonna like.
I don't think they just deal about things. Someone gives the condition he wants, and the other too, and they try to get the best to suit them.
I think it will be normal. Nothing.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
it's like a business and another
But
business trying to get like the most profit for both of them.
Yeah.
But it depends. If you go, for example, a shop somewhere in cafe or something, you can bargain. It depends on what kind of business
Yeah.
you're doing, right?
Yeah.
Like if it's a company, it's like yeah, there is no big
Yeah.
bargaining.
Yeah.
But if you wanna buy like a shirt, like you say, like 60, let's say, no 20, and you end up getting
Yeah.
50. Depend where
People
you go.
expect that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but depend on where you go exactly. You don't go to like Nike or Adidas and
Yeah.
you bargain, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you're on at like a market,
A market, yeah, exactly, a market. You will probably bargain.
yeah.
Depend where you are.
If you go into American Eagle, they won't bargain with you.
No. Imagine that.
Yeah, like worldwide brands or
Yeah.
like brands which you can bargain. It's like it's a price everywhere, every place you will go to this store anywhere in the world. It's the same price. You can bargain.
Yeah.
Just
The kind of
record the
global
price. Yeah.
Yeah.
products.
Yeah. Like it depends on the store. Like you can't go to Walmart and just buy something with $100. Like and you go to the cashier and say like, no, I want to have it for 20. You wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
All right. So, like talking to people, I guess. I don't know. Like I feel like that would be something that you wouldn't even notice. The way like people like friends talk to each other. Like how is it? Do you find it different? Like Egypt, Canada, or like?
So much.
Things like eye contact and like maybe
Well,
Like
shake,
you hug me every time you see me.
you shake hands.
Yeah,
Do you-
like me with my friends in Egypt, like it depends. The people I treat in school are not the same I treat in the club.
Yeah.
Here it's accepted to hug. Here it's
Yeah.
not. Here
Okay.
it's accepted to kiss.
Girls,
Here's
you
not.
mean? No.
Yeah.
Like in Egypt, you kiss guys.
Yeah, it's like I can see him, hug him, kiss. Like that's fine.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
not judged here.
That's what's expected.
Yeah, you
that's
actually
like,
have
that's
to.
normal.
Okay. Yeah.
Even if you don't like it, you have to.
Yeah, like guy kiss. It's not like a kiss. Not,
Yeah.
yeah, like
Yeah, just like
yeah,
sex kids,
that-
like French people.
Yeah.
It's not fun when you go to 20 people and you have to do it because it takes forever.
Forever.
So it's like accepted in each part. Like here, you don't accept guys kissing each other. That's unlikely. But back home, like my dad would kiss me, I would kiss Ian because it's just the way we say hi.
Yeah.
That's all.
It's the same
What,
as-
what about when you greet a woman?
Shake a hand.
Here depends.
Yeah.
No,
Here?
depends on
Yeah,
the community
girl.
you're treating with.
Exactly.
Like in my school, no, just no, you don't touch a girl, just shake hands or whatever.
Yeah.
In my club, it was like a big family.
Yeah.
So you feel that there is no limits between you, so it's fine. That's
Yeah.
all.
Yeah, yeah.
When you say
You
club,
can-
are you saying like swim team?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sport
Okay.
Because we
club.
have, yeah,
Yeah.
we don't have
Sport
like
club.
high school
Yeah.
varsity teams or whatever, so we have like clubs to do our sports in.
Yeah, and yeah, so depend. You can, and some society like yeah, you can just kiss on the cheek, you can just hug. And
Yeah.
Some like you can shake hand, and some of them doesn't even shake their hand.
Yeah.
So you can just they will do that from far. Like okay.
There's no like alternative or like
It just depends on the person because
Yeah.
in my club I had like all the type of people.
Yeah.
Someone I can hug, someone I just kiss on the cheeks, someone I just wave from away.
Yeah.
So it depends on the person and the culture he came from. That's all.
what if, when two women greet each other.
Kiss
They kiss.
and hug.
Yeah.
Like okay, guy can kiss a guy, hug a guy, girl can kiss a girl, hug a girl, whatever. But you don't judge them. It's just
Yeah.
the way you say hi.
Makes sense. So what about like if you had like a girlfriend? Like how would you greet your girlfriend?
That I would hug her. Like
Give her a hug.
yeah, like
Depend on her too.
Yeah.
it always depends, but it's much easier with your girlfriend. Whatever the culture she was from, things are a bit like less tense.
Yeah.
But it's not socially accepted to kiss outside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's
Holding
like
hands.
certain
like,
places.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It depends where you are. Like you can like here in the street, it's normal to see two people kissing on
Yeah.
girl and guy. But in Egypt, like no, it's not
You would get
accepted.
into so much trouble.
What if you kissed a girl at school?
No, like in
Yeah.
public,
Public, yeah.
nothing is
Accepted.
accepted. You just walk and as if you don't know her.
Oh.
Not really, but you have a lot of limits. But whenever you go into a place that you know that other people accepting it or they are well cultured, you know that this is your private part, so they respect it. So you're free.
Okay.
Is there any differences between like if you're out in public and you meet someone
We're having an interview about
and you're meeting someone who is like who's older than you or someone younger? Is there any difference in the way you talk to or greet people?
Yeah. Well,
Like,
in Egypt,
If we're treating each other, we're like similarly the same age.
Oh,
Yeah.
my
So
battery's
it's
gonna
like
die.
it's fine. And if I'm like greeting my dad,
would it reach there?
Maybe. We'll see. Oh, that's unlikely.
You got it.
we can get the laptop here.
Okay, all good. You can just move the table.
Hold it.
Works.
Yep.
Did you hear about Anna?
No.
She ran over her boyfriend's dog. That's why she's not here.
Dead?
It's very old, and so she's taking it to the vet.
Oh no. That's bad.
Yeah.
That's bad. Bad news.
Our
So
friend
we were
Anna.
saying
Oh yeah.
greeting between people different ages.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if it's my young brother, it's fine. Like it depends as well on the relation between you. Like if it's a brother, it's not the same as a friend, not the same as a best friend. But yeah, it depends between ages. Like if I saw my uncle, I will like treat him not gently but like more formally.
And you never call him by his first name.
Yeah,
You would just call uncle.
Okay. There's a
Yeah.
There's words and then there's like is there a word for all older men or like is it
depend on the
uncle?
relation.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
but if you someone who's not related or not from your family, you just call him uncle.
You just call them uncle.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
So like when you say formally, like what is formally? Like,
no, formally like a teacher or like a manager in a business, you just say Mr.
oh.
But if it's like a friendship or like a visit between
Or your
two
dad
families-
friend, for example.
Oh yeah, your dad friend is coming to visit you. You just say uncle. It's
Okay.
accepted. And for ladies, it's on.
Okay.
Or tongues, yeah.
Yeah, it depends. as well.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
Same thing with like grandma. And, like, any more communication?
And then to be like really specific, you would be like, could you be like uncle somebody? Like if there was like two people. Like,
Yeah, you
Oh yeah,
can-
yeah.
I
You
mean,
call
I mean,
uncle and his first
Yeah,
name.
uncle
Yeah,
and his
like
first name.
yeah,
Yeah.
but you don't just call him like George or like
Yeah, it'd be uncle.
yeah,
George.
Uncle George.
Yeah, but
exactly.
if just sometimes if your uncle is like near to your age and your relation
Yeah.
is so close, you just treat him like you treat your friend.
yeah, depend.
It takes a certain.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Makes sense. Um. More about leadership that we already asked. Really, like comment on leadership in general with respect to their region, types of leadership traits are present in the region. So we talked a lot about that. I think we're done. Do you have any more questions you want to ask?
I don't know. I think that's good. If there's anything else you'd like to share about the
Anything at all?
anything you think we might have missed about the culture of Egypt that you'd want people to know?
I don't know. Like you guys talked about the religion aspect of it and the cult. I don't know.
Yeah. Like, I guess that's all.
I don't know.
There's nothing big difference than here unless the limits are different. We have like more strict limits. But you know, like limits are not always your maximum. You
Yeah.
can
Yeah.
pass them. So yeah, there are odd situations that you pass your limit. So I don't know, like it's fine.
That's sweet. Awesome, guys. Thanks.
Yeah, thanks very much.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot.